here! The Nerd and the Geek.
Hey.
Episode 3.
Revenge of the Seth.
We are not a one-shot.
Not at all.
Comics.
Yeah.
We read them. You probably don't.
I imagine 3/4 of you probably don't. Not on a regular basis.
You need to be informed.
About comics.
Comics.
So that's what this episode's going to be about.
What are they? They're books with pictures and words in them to tell a story, usually in a panel form.
Yes. What you probably didn't realize is that comic books
are fun as hell!
They are fun as hell. But they also are released on Wednesdays. Similar to how DVDs and CDs and movies are released on Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Yes. So
what you do is you wake up early on Wednesday
morning.
because your friend says, hey, let's go see the store opens. And you go, fantastic!
Yep. You run on down to Blue Moon Comics.
You run down to Blue Moon, up at 5 Points if you don't know, right? You know where the liquor store is because all of you are drunks. Sitting at your computer, you need to get a job. Turn right, you see the Blue Moon Comics, you walk in, you say, hey Jeff. Then he goes, who are you?
Yeah.
Well anyway, you go there on Wednesday, there's all kinds of little pink signs that say,
new. Or last week. Or
Last
week.
Which one? Yellow's this week?
They changed.
Whatever, read it. It says last week and new.
Yeah.
You get comics. We've got comics.
All kinds of comics.
When you buy comics, there's all kinds of stories. There's DC, there's Marvel, there's one-shots, there's paperbacks, there's trades, there's confusion, there's story arcs, there's crossovers, there's team-ups, there's team books, there's hero books, there's indie books, there's adult books, there's toys, there's posters, there's
much.
DVDs, there's movies.
Much. And I know what the audience is thinking.
What?
What do we do?
What do you do?
If only there was someone to explain to us how comic books work.
I don't even know, but I'll try.
Yeah, and I'm going to try my best.
Alright, so the two basic different types of books are single issues and trade, paperback, trade, hardback. The difference is this is a whole story of this.
6 of these usually
4 to 8, somewhere in that range.
Equal that.
Equal this. So if you want to catch up with a hero, say the Flash, there's this great thing called Flash Rebirth. Jeff Johns wrote it, Ethan Van Shriver did the art in it, the pencils. You pick it up, you're almost up to date with the Flash, what's happening now, because Flash has been around 50 years. That's how you get caught up. I really suggest trade paperbacks. If you like a hero, tell us in the comments, we'll try to suggest
different books
different books to catch you up.
Some people will buy trade paperbacks, other people like issues.
This is how you stay current in what's happening now in my
Exactly, because these are usually several months behind.
Yeah, these come out after the story's all done.
Way done. And some people are crazy, like me, who buy this and this. And they keep this for safekeeping, and then they just read that. So, yeah.
And then when it comes to these, there's different kinds of these, not to be confusing, but there's a one-shot, which basically says this is Joker's Asylum, Mad Hatter. There's one issue of this, the whole story is in these 22 pages.
It will go no further.
It will go no further. This is it. This issue is this. This is Green Lantern. This is issue 55.
It's a continuing story.
It's a ongoing is what it's called. It's a continuing story. It doesn't end. This is not the beginning. This is not the end. With something like this, there's also something called an omnibus, which is a huge one of these, which will have hundreds of stories, usually about 50, I think.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Issues.
Yeah. And that's basically the types of comics you could buy. And from there, it just depends what catches your eye. Is it art? Is it story? Character that catches your eye is a lot of people. So to go on from there, now that you're a little bit informed, we'll tell you what we read.
Okay. What I read basically, DC just got done with their big, huge event called Blackest Night, where everyone was coming back as zombies, and now Jeff Johns is doing Brightest Day, which is involving all of, I guess, it's in here somewhere. This is the actual Brightest Day book. Anyway, still dealing with all the Green Lanterns and everything, and
well,
it is.
That's kind of, it's about the whole spectrum of lanterns.
Color.
There's been a Green Lantern for 50,
Long time.
around 50 years, probably longer. No, a lot longer. There's been a Green Lantern for almost as long as DC's been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about our ignorance. And basically, there's been this whole emotional spectrum that has come.
Mm-hmm.
Color, the War of Light,
Mm-hmm.
and all this stuff, and this is dealing with everything.
Still
The Black Rings just got introduced with Blackest
Night. Mm-hmm.
and now with this, we have some kind of White Lantern, which is new.
Yeah, and but it's also dealing with everybody. A lot of people were brought back to life at the end of Blackest
12
Night.
heroes and villains.
So it's dealing with that too. And then so I'm reading the core book, the Brightest Day book, and then I'm also reading Green Lantern, which deals more with Hal Jordan, who is the current Green Lantern, and following the other leaders of the different emotional spectrums, the other lanterns. And yeah, I don't know, it's slow, but
Lantern's not slow right now.
no, Lanterns
Brightest Day is really slow.
on a whole,
It's a slow burn.
It's kind of slow, but I think it'll definitely speed up. Like Blackest Night was really slow at the beginning, but then picked up and was awesome at the end. I'm also reading Gotham Sirens, which is it follows Harley Quinn, the Joker's girlfriend, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy, and they're kind of being like halfway heroes because Batman is currently absent. So in Gotham City, he's gone. So yeah, it's kind of following them around. They're kind of being heroes, anti-heroes. It's kind of sweet. It's fun. I don't know, which brings me to, we're both reading this. You can talk about this. I'm not.
You want to talk about this?